Well, hello and welcome to another stream. I'm RetroSteveUK. I don't know why, but I'm feeling particularly nervous tonight. Might be because I'm using separate hardware to stream rather than streaming emulated stuff and what have you. Or, well, not emulated, it's been sort of Steam games I've played so far, isn't it? Anyway, welcome to the stream regardless. I'll stop jabbering on about nothing. Tonight we're going to be playing some Spectrum Next games, ZX Spectrum Next games. And I'll tell you a little bit about the Spectrum Next in a minute for those of you who don't know about that particular machine. But tonight we're going to be playing Jetpac, the original 1983 16K version. So we're going to play maybe the first 4 levels of that, or up until I lose all my lives, whichever comes first. Then we're going to move on to Baggers in Space, which is a ZX Spectrum Next specific game, a game made specifically for the Spectrum Next, which is kind of a spiritual successor to Jetpac. And we're going to finish up the stream with O, that's the name of the game, O. It's a cute little platform game, again made specifically for the ZX Spectrum Next. Now I've got my Spectrum Next down here on the left, and I can't lift that up and show you, but you can see on the screen right now there's a picture of one up there. So the one you're looking at on the screen there is basically exactly the same as what I've got sitting here. Obviously, if there's any issues with the stream, if you can't hear anything or something needs to be louder or quieter, let me know. But I've done some test recordings, so everything should be fine. Right, so I'm just looking at the comments here. Everyone's saying good evening, so good evening back at you. I'm going to just read through a text file that I've got up here to remind me what I'm supposed to say at the start of the stream. So yeah, the next thing on the list is to explain to you, if you don't already know, what the ZX Spectrum Next is. It is kind of a modern day recreation of the Spectrum, the original Spectrum, but it was kind of the next version of the Spectrum that we would have got if Sinclair hadn't stopped making them. So if Sinclair had carried on making the Spectrum, the hope is that this machine is what we would have ended up getting. So it's got souped up graphics and sound, it's got a faster processor, it's got more memory, it's got an SD card file system that you can load games from and save to, and it runs on what's known as an FPGA chipset, which a lot of you already know what that is, but it recreates the original Spectrum's chips, and because of that, the Spectrum Next is compatible with all previous models of the ZX Spectrum. The machine first came out in 2017, and it was the result of a Kickstarter campaign. And in 2017, the first Kickstarter campaign had over 3,000 backers and raised over £720,000. I personally backed that campaign. It was so successful, they launched another campaign in 2020, and that had over 5,200 backers and raised £1.8 million. So that was a lot more successful. And finally in 2025, last year, Kickstarter 3 was launched, and 7,524 people backed that, and 2.6 million was raised. Now everyone who backed the Kickstarter 3, they're still waiting for their machines at the moment, but these things take time, so I'm sure everything will be fine. It has been fine for the first and the second Kickstarters. The machine I'm playing on tonight is the one I got on the Kickstarter 2 campaign. So I actually have 2 of these, mainly because I wanted to have one as a spare, but I didn't back the third one, so I won't be getting that. If you want to know more about the Spectrum Next, you can go to their official website or their official Facebook group. Both of those are linked in the description of this stream, which will also be a video after the stream has finished. So I'm going to just go into my OBS, my broadcasting settings, and bring up the Spectrum Next screen now. I haven't looked at comments for a little while. I'll have a look at that in a second. Let's get this technical sorted first. We got, get rid of that overlay and bring in the Spectrum Next. There you've got the Spectrum Next menu. Okay, let's have a quick look at comments. So Sam says it's looking and sounding good to me. That's the stream. Thank you for that. Good to have the feedback. Gary Lawless says good evening, Steve. Sam again, Jetpac was the very first game I ever played on a rubber keyed 48K Spectrum. Missing Mile UK, what about Cobra? That was a great game. It was, but I won't be playing that tonight because I'm focusing on these 3 games. We're just playing the one ZX Spectrum game and then moving on to like the ZX Spectrum Next equivalent of it. And crime is a disease, he's the cure. I think that was a line, that's what Matthew Wormrod, that was a line from the Cobra film, I believe. Right, so I'm going to go and launch into, what we're doing. We're doing Jetpac first. I'm going to launch Jetpac to start with, go into my browser on the Spectrum Next, All my personal files are stored in the home folder there, as you can see on the screen. Yep, everything's working. Yeah, so the home folder, I've got my games stored in games of all places. And because we're loading the original version of Jetpac, I'm going to go into where I've got my ZX Spectrum games stored, the non-Next games. Jetpac's just down here. So I'll launch that, and we'll say a little bit about Jetpac, which was launched in 1983 by Ultimate Software. Jetpac is the first game that I ever played on the Spectrum. My sister's boyfriend brought his brother's ZX Spectrum around to our house to show it off, and I was absolutely hooked on the thing, and Jetpac was the first thing we loaded in from cassette. This game was programmed in a grand total of 16 kilobytes of RAM, and considering how small the game is and how basic the Spectrum is, it's an extremely fast, smooth, and very responsive and playable. It's got like responsive controls. It's what I consider to be one of the best Spectrum games that has ever come out. That's just my opinion. Now, before we carry on, I want to explain that I'm using tonight. I'm going to be using. Hold up, there we go. I'm going to be using a Monster Arcade joystick, and you can look these up. The website, again, I'll put the link in the description of this stream, and also it will be in the video afterwards. You can't get this model anymore, but you can get very similar ones. So if you're interested in using that, you can go to Monster Joysticks, and I think it's monsterjoysticks.co.uk or something, but you can look that up in the description and get one for yourself. This is noisy. It's fully micro switched, which means you're going to get clicking on the stream, so I have to apologise in advance for that. Before launching the game, I'll have another quick look at the comments. Yes, so we've got Missing Mile UK, that brings back the best memories for me. Sam M, can't wait to get his Spectrum Next third release. I presume, Sam, you haven't got the 1 or the 2. His mate had Jetpac on a ROM pack. It was so high-tech back in the day. Missing Mile UK, what is Kempston? I never knew what it was. It's just it's an interface that you plug into the back of the Spectrum, and then you can plug a normal joystick into it. I've got my Spectrum Next set up so that the joystick's plugged straight into the Next register as Kempston joystick, so I'll be selecting that to play this game. Now, the comments are coming sort of thick and fast, so I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourself whilst I play this game. Okay, so 5 to start game. So obviously, I'm sure a lot of you have already played this, either recently or back in the day, whatever year that happened to be. You start by collecting the parts of the ship and putting them together. You've got up for thrust, down for hover, which comes in handy sometimes, and you basically fire to shoot, left and right to go left and right obviously, fire to shoot, and you get points for shooting stuff. Collect the fuel pods and drop them off at the ship. If you place yourself above the ship anywhere, the fuel pods will drop down. I'm going to play maybe the first 4 levels of this. I think on level 5 you get a new ship and have to rebuild it, so I'll stop at that point, unless of course I run out of lives. I'm going to right on cue. If I run out of lives really quickly, I might play a second run, but we'll see how this goes. My talents at this game can be a bit mixed sometimes. Sometimes I'll play and I just absolutely storm my way through. Other times, I can't even get through the first level. And once we finish this session, I'll have a quick look at comments again. Or if I remember rightly, I think the ship takes a little while to launch from the planet once you've filled it with its fuel. So I'll have a look at the comments once I've filled the ship up with fuel and it's flying away from the planet. Gems for points. Righty. Lazo Omega, even in all, I've not seen a Speccy Next live in action yet, so looking forward to this. Yeah, so you're looking at a ZX Spectrum game on the Speccy Next at the moment. The joystick looks bigger than a Spectrum 48K. It's about the same size actually. I can't pause this, so I'm going to get back into the game. Right, need to get back into the game, otherwise I'm just going to lose all my lives. Different aliens on level 2. These guys sort of bounce around, they don't follow you or home in or anything like that. But it is a little bit more challenging than level 1. Slightly less predictable. As you can see, I didn't have to actually build the ship on this level. Once you get up, I think I've said this already, once you get to level 4, you then get a new ship at level 5. So I'm hoping to get to level 5 on this particular playthrough, so you get to see the second ship. But after that, I'm going to move on to Baggers in Space on the Spectrum Next, the spiritual successor to Jetpac. because we don't want to be just playing normal Spectrum games all evening. Okay, it's tricky when the fuel comes in at the side of the screen. It's tricky because your enemies can suddenly appear out of nowhere. I nearly bit the bullet there. That's my second life gone. I think I need to focus a little bit more. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Didn't drop the fuel. I have to watch that on the playback. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any glitches or bugs in this that are game breaking in it or anyway. Thought I just discovered one then. Alright, level 2, and we're off. So I'm afraid, I apologise, I can't read all the comments out because I haven't really got enough time while the ship's flying, but I'll have a look through at some of them. Right, level 3 I believe, isn't it? 2 lives left. These are bubbles that they bounce around, but they're a little bit more erratic than the aliens on the previous level because they kind of stick to platforms and do things that you're not expecting. I'm not sure what's easier really, whether it's this level or the previous one, in terms of how difficult it is to avoid the enemies. That was a close one. Oh! My hand slipped on the joystick. Honest. Oh. I really hope I get to the 5th level without having to restart, because I don't want to have to put you all through the early levels again. Perhaps I need more practice, who knows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is my last life. So I've got to get through this and the next level without losing any more lives. Otherwise it's, well, restart or give up. If let me know in the chat at this point, if I do lose all my lives, are you willing to put up with sitting through levels 1, 2 and 3 again to see 4 and 5? Lozo Omega reckons if you miss something it's traditional to blame the joystick. My finger did actually slip on the joystick, but of course I can't really blame the joystick for that. Right, my last life. Now I think if I remember rightly, now I hope I'm not speaking too soon, but I think these aliens are a little bit more predictable. They hover at the side of the screen and wait. I've played this extensively over the years, but obviously it's been a while since I've, you know, playing it tonight is for the first time probably in about a year or so, so I could be remembering it wrong. But yeah, this does seem a little less challenging. What I don't want, I was about to say what I don't want is a fuel pod arriving right at the side of the screen. Yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident right now. Famous last words, right? Again, side of the screen. Yeah. I'm not bothering with the gems, I just want to get to this last level. Well, this 5th level, so we can have a look at what the new spaceship looks like. I think from memory, it does look a little bit more stylish than this one. It's got some better shaping to the nose cone. Okay, I think we've got it. There you go. So we get to see level 5. I think I've got an extra life as well, possibly. 10,000 maybe, 10,000 points extra life, not sure. Oh, here we are, straight in. We've got flying saucers this time. I think these guys home in on you. Yeah, so again, there's a bit of a hack on this one. If you sit up here on this top platform, oh, if you can, that is, they kind of hover around underneath you, underneath the platform, and don't come for you. See that? So you can kind of bide your time. They do sneak over sometimes, but the fact that they home in kind of makes it a little easier in some ways. He said, hasn't he, lost another life. Yeah, so this level it pays to sort of hang around on this top platform here. And just keep firing to the right. And then as you come over here onto the left platform, you can kind of turn around and shoot the ones that are following you up. Ironic, really, that this later level is easier than some of the others. I mean, when you get to the end of this game, there isn't really an end. but it just sort of loops around. You get a mixture of aliens and ships on different levels, and then oh, there you go. This is my last life. A mixture of aliens and ships on different levels. And I think it loops around after about 16. It's four different ships, and I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 different types of alien. You'd have to look that up. It's probably on Wikipedia or something. You can look it up. I can't remember. So I'll try and finish this level, and then we'll come out onto Baggers in Space, the other jetpack game, the jetpack game for the next. Unless I lose my last life. Let's see what happens first. This is definitely easier with the enemies. Uh-oh. That was a close one. There you go. We'll let him land on the next world and then move on. You guys are talking about the spectrums that you've got in the games that you've played. That's pretty nice. Okay. Quick look at the aliens and then we'll come out. There we go. Crosses that kind of bounce around. Seen enough? We'll move on to Baggers in Space now. Got a little reset button on the side of the next, which is handy. Something the original Spectrum never had. You used to have to turn it off at the plug to load in a different game. So, we're going to go back into the browser. And maybe just, I'll launch Baggers in Space and then I'll read out the info that I've got noted about it. Come back a folder down into ZX next games. We're looking for Baggers in Space under B. Oh, I've gone straight past it. Baggers in Space. Yes, I have the sequel as well, but I'm not going to pop that on tonight. The sequel's called The Detour. It's more of the same, really, just different levels. Wrong button. Okay, Baggers in Space. The .nex files I want to reload that. There'll be some background music, I think, and I'll bring up my little text file. It's got all my information listed. I like the way the loading screen comes in like an original Spectrum game. It's quite a nice touch. Okay, so we'll let him do his thing. Baggers in Space came out in 2020 from Rusty Pixels Software. It's Baggers, the character in this, who's flying around on the jetpack. It's based on Jim Bagley, who is one of the Rusty Pixels programmers. Him and one other guy programmed this with other people working on the sound and the graphics. So Jim Bagley, Baggers, he's a Spectrum programming veteran. He's been making games since the 1980s and still going today. He's very active in the ZX Spectrum Next scene. So I've got the physical version of this, and just want to say at this point you can actually look this game up on rustypixels.uk, and again the link will be in the description. Just bring up my camera so I can see it. There we go. I can position the case now. So this is the case. Comes in a physical DVD case, but inside the DVD case, as well as a little manual, you also get an SD card in an SD card holder slotted in there. So this game runs by either plugging the SD card directly into the Next, booting up the machine, the game will then load straight in, or you can transfer the game files from this SD card onto your system SD card, which is what I've done. As you can see, all these games are on my SD card. Just wanted to read out a little bit of the instruction sheet because it's got a little sort of backstory that explains what's going on. So the story is that our intrepid explorer, Baggers, is a long way from home after a productive journey searching for valuable assets on the many planets in the far reaches of the solar system. Sadly, his return journey is not proving as rewarding when a slight miscalculation in the trajectory results in him crashing into the planet Armitage. Armed with just his trusty laser, can Baggers make his way back home in time for tea? Only time will tell. So it says, journey through space visiting a myriad of dangerous planets, find many items to help you in your adventure. I think there are items you can pick up that give you different abilities. Battle sentries, zombies, pirates and giant robots along your way, discover secret areas and evil traps, use dynamite to blast into new areas, that's something that Jetpac doesn't have, and find the oh-so-secret planet lost to time. And it tells you what the keys are and what the different buttons do. So there's your physical case and your instructions. So we'll get straight into the game once I've got my comments back up. Yeah, Stephen Malley, I'm just looking at the last comment down here. He says when you get to Baggers, which is here, there's a groovy bonus level to unlock. I've only got as far as level 7. As you can see here, you can select which level you want to play on. We're going to start with number 1 for the sake of the stream, but I've only got as far as level 7. so I've not played this really as extensively as I could have. But I've had fun with it, and I do keep coming back to it for quick blasts, and obviously tonight we're going to have a blast on it. So we're going to planet number 1, which is Armitage, I believe. Armitage. So this is very similar to Jetpac. You have to start by building your ship. As you can hear, the music's a lot better on this one. And you can't go off the side of the screen on this either. So there's no wraparound like there was in the original Jetpac. Now, I just picked up, I don't know if you saw that, I just picked up a TNT box. At this point in Jetpac, you'd be picking up fuel. In this one, once the ship is built, you pick up TNT boxes. So up at the top bar there, you can see where it says TNT 5. I now have 5 sticks of dynamite, which I can use to blast through the floor. And you press down on the joystick or the second button if you've got a 2-button joystick to blow that hole open. So this is where we now venture underground. We've got caverns to explore. Oops. We've got caverns to explore to find the fuel that we're looking for to fuel our ship and get home. Obviously, as you can see, I've done it accidentally a few times. We were navigating between areas and caverns. Oh, just took a hit. That was the other thing. You've got health. It's not instant death on this when you take a hit. As you can see in the top right, the heart shows the green bar where my health is. And your air's running down as well, so you can run out of air, but at various points throughout the levels you can pick up... Oops. I've played this before on this. You can pick up extra air as well. So there's my first fuel pod. I'm actually quite familiar with this level. It doesn't look like it, does it? So I know my way around, but I'm just not very good at avoiding the rockets. So, first fuel pod, and you only have to collect 3 per level on this, not like I think it was about 5 on Jetpac. So we come down to the next part of the cavern. I'm going to destroy all these aliens first, because I don't want to be accidentally running into them. Down there in the bottom left, we've got some sort of idol to pick up. You're supposed to be given special abilities by picking these things up. I've not worked out what special ability you get from this yet, other than just getting extra points. It's quite difficult to drop down and not hit the spikes here. There you go. I'll take these guys out. Cool. Oh, you lost yet? Okay, I think the first cavern up here has the fuel. Yep. Yeah, they'll jump at you if you get too close. Second fuel pod. It's an easy journey. Easy journey back because we've cleared out all the enemies, but we've got these fireballs up here to watch out for. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get that gem. A few extra points would be nice. Let me just take a little drink. My mouth's getting awfully dry. Now the last fuel pod. Obviously we've cleared all the enemies from these caverns, so I've got those to contend with again. Quite like the fact that it doesn't just put the enemies back after you come back to the caverns. Play games sometimes and you destroy all enemies, you come back to the same area and they're all back again. I always find that really annoying. I know it's a gameplay mechanic, but it's not one that I particularly like. Just a gem up here. We'll go down to the last area of this underground cavern, where we've got the last fuel pod, and you'll take it. I ran out of air. I wasn't keeping an eye on that, was I? Should we try again? I'll try not to jabber so much this time. Sorry about that. It's me looking down at the comments. I think you're just chatting amongst yourself. That's awesome, because I'm finding on this particular stream I'm struggling to stay on top of the chat. Right, try and be a bit more sharpish about it this time and not run out of air. I don't think there's any spare air to pick up on the first level. I think that all comes from the second level onwards. Right, TNT. Pick up your 5 pieces of dynamite. Got to make sure as well you're not too close to the dynamite when it goes off, because it will take your health. It'll take your health down. Right, focus on just getting through now. That's my first fuel pod. Yeah, I'll take it a bit cautious. I think the computer remembers where the enemies were when you leave a screen and come back on. It remembers where the enemies were, so that's what you could use that to your advantage. So make sure you leave a screen when the enemies are in an easy to negotiate position. Oh. Okay, idle. Don't think I've taken a hit yet. Alright, do you know I'm going to ignore that gem? Because I just want to focus on getting the fuel pods and saving time. You notice when he walks he's slow, when he flies he's faster. I think that's a throwback to the original Jetpac if I remember correctly. Alright, that's fuel pod number 2. Come on baggers, you can do it. Maybe I should have killed him before venturing down. No, that's okay. Nice! No energy lost, and I've got half my air. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that the air gets replenished. How's that for a takeoff? Gets replenished after each level. Bonus points for the air, yeah. Alright, level number 2. It's 5 to 8, so we've been at this about 25 minutes so far. I was aiming for about 20 minutes per game. I got an Egyptian sort of vibe going on with this particular level. Now I don't know why, but I can't seem to pick up that. Oh, that's the bottom. Right, I got it. That's the middle. Silly arse. Oh, I thought that one was the bottom. I love this. Right, so TNT. Pretty much the same thing again, just on a different level with different graphics, different music. Okay, TNT, see if I can get that. Yes. Okay, this level I'm not as familiar with. Snakes. Oh, snakes and rockets. Nobody wants that. I think shooting the rockets... I'm going to assume the snake isn't going to come back, but the rockets will. Yeah, so we've got rid of the snakes. Ooh. Those guys keep getting regenerated. Okay. So we've got some spikes to negotiate. There's a fuel pod up there. Can I shoot? Oh, there's a closed door. So I must have to pick up a key, maybe. Should we go down? I don't know where I'm going on this one. So spikes. Nearly got me. Right, there's nothing to pick up in there. Trouble is, I wasn't sure if the snakes spat venom or anything, but that one didn't appear to, so I think we're okay in that respect. Oh, never mind. I've got to avoid these green lasers, I assume. There's my first fuel pod. Okay, what's up here? Anything? I wonder if there's a way out up here. Took a hit. Yep, that's the way out. So straight down. Just got to deliver the fuel now without getting taken out by one of these Egyptian spherical thingies. Oh, I think I've lost half my health. On the plus side, we can restart on level 2. Okay, press pause and have a quick look at the... There is a pause button on this one. Have a quick look at the comments. So we've got some new viewers in as well. I'll just read the names out. Loz Omega, Gary Lawless, you're both regulars. Red Button TV1, thank you for joining. I think you're new. Stephen Malley, obviously we've mentioned earlier on. Loz Omega, Gary Lawless, Red Button, Loz Omega. Harry Väyrynen, hello, from Finland. Sorry about murdering your name there. Matthew Wormrod, I recognise your name as too. Yes, they look like Zeroids from Terrorhawks, those enemies, don't they? Enter to unpause. Let's carry on because my air's running out. And these fuel pods aren't going to find themselves. Oh, I can't go through there. And I can't shoot them either. I'm not fussed about points. I'm just going to leave that. Pick up fuel pod. Nice. So it's just a case of just a case of getting back now without dying. So there's a third fuel pod somewhere. Oh, what? Oh, I can't get through there. Oh, I can't remember if there was anything further on. No. Okay. I feel I could be better at this. One more hit and I'm gone. Should we go down? Oh, we can go left here. Oh, health! Nice. I know I've come from here. Wait. No, we've been up there, haven't we? There's an opening further to the left. I'm going to go up and left. Oh my giddy aunt. Challenging, considering one more hit and I'm gone. Left. I've been down here, haven't I? Yeah, I can't get through there. Dynamite. Oh, I thought I was gonna take a hit then. I forgot about the dynamite. Oh yeah, I know how to play this game. Yeah, forgets about the dynamite. I've been here. Oh, it wraps around. So where's the last fuel pod? I'll tell you what, I'll go down here. And I came from here earlier on. No. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I picked up health. Thank goodness. I thought I had one hit left. Getting a feeling of deja vu here. So we did come from up above there a few minutes ago. Ah, there's a cavern further up. No, that's where I came from. Further to the right? I believe we're wrapping round again. Have we been here? Oh my god. Ah, there's your fuel pod. Yay. Oh no. I don't really want to explore any further. I just want to take off and go home. I'm going to assume up is the way back. Oh! Not good. I think we should be right though. It's the last piece of fuel. Was it pteropods or something, was it? Spheroids. Oh, yep. Thought I had another bit of fuel to pick up then. That was worrying. So we do, what time are we? We're 20 past, so we've been half an hour. So we can play another couple of levels of this. Before we move on to my favourite ZX Spectrum Next platform game, from Fusion Retro Gaming. Rickadia, this one. I think the name of this one is a tribute to Rick Dickinson, who designed the original ZX Spectrum cases. The case, actually I should have mentioned this earlier, the casing for the ZX Spectrum Next was designed by Rick Dickinson, and he did an absolutely wonderful job on it. It's a beautiful machine, and sadly he passed away a short while after the the Next went into production. So that was quite sad. For some reason pressing down there didn't actually drop any dynamite, but pressing the second button did, so I'm not quite sure what I was doing wrong there. So on planet Rickadia, those enemies are easier to deal with. What we got now? I'll go right this time because that's the easiest exit from here. Dynamite. Remember, dynamite. Alright, so we got something blowing us downwards there. I presume some sort of fan blowing down. Okay. Okay, I can't believe I got through that without losing any energy. Oh. Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. Octopus. I bet that jumps at me. Okay. Right, yeah, admittedly I've played it before, but I wasn't entirely sure. I think I'll keep going left. I'm going to go down. Air. Should I wait? I don't know if that fully replenishes the air or... Yeah, don't land on the red platforms. No. Yeah, I don't know if that... Yeah, it's fully replenished my air, so it probably pays to wait to pick up the air. Health, which I'm going to need by the look of it. Quick look at the comments. Red button. If I didn't actually... I think you posted this a little while ago. If I didn't accidentally find this channel just now, I wouldn't even remember to think about Spectrum. Fine. It's TNT. TNT, yeah, Los Omega. I should have read the comments. I forgot about the TNT. I like this one. Los Omega. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Yes, pretty much it. Hello from Finland. Hello. They look like zeroids. Yes, we've read that. Try using the TNT to blow that door wall up. I actually knew that somewhere in the deep, darkest recesses of my brain. I just forgot. I haven't played it. I haven't played it for ages. Admittedly, I should have played this game more than I actually have. So we'll drop the TNT and then get the fuel. Hopefully without taking a hit, he says. I suppose the more you play it, the more you get to know the layouts of the levels and the quicker you can do things. Which is pretty much the way every game works, so... Oh, another fuel there. I have to remember that. Is that a key over there on the left? Not sure. I need to go the other way. Okay, good. That was good. Shouldn't be too difficult to get back to the ship without falling into lava. Oh yes, nice one. So that's, I think that's, is that the first bit of fuel? Yeah. We've got 2 more to find. We did come across that other one, didn't we? Might go left this time. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Should have come here first. Oh! Like I said, I think I could be better at this. Come on! Nope. You've got to go up the side. Up the side of the air fans, because you can't travel up very far. Sorry for these little outbursts, by the way. It gets a bit exciting. Okay, so we've got that last bit of fuel. We've already seen that bit of fuel. Just got to remember where it was. That's an easy cavern, that one, isn't it? Nothing to bother me there. I think it was down. And left and right. Don't know, can't remember. Follow your nose. Yeah, this is familiar. I think we've been here, so this is probably the way through to get the fuel. Oh, it's the key. Or whatever that is. Oh, artifacts. I've got to take that back to the ship now. I think that's just bonus points and stuff. Let's have a look. So I'm carrying this object. Oh. I've got to make my way back to the ship now. To get rid of this object. I don't know if I can drop it. No, that's TNT. Thought maybe pressing that would... Oh, look! I need the fuel! Oh, I've got the fuel! Ah, you swap it out for the fuel. Thank goodness. So... I'm going to presume that's one of those objects that you, if you carry it, that gives you extra abilities. Perhaps if you carry that back to the ship, something special will happen. I'm thinking maybe I'll take the fuel to the ship. So I'm starting to learn my way around this level now. And before I actually go into the ship, I'm going to go and get that other object. Oh, hopefully more TNT. That's helpful. Bring it back to the ship and see what happens. Oh, not if that keeps happening, it won't. Now it was... Oh yeah, I remember the way it was. We remember the way it was. Okay. Yeah, it's just... Oh! That was dumb. Okay, so I think... Oh, that's the key. Oh! The keys. Ah, yes. It's somewhere else, boys and girls. Somewhere else. No, I'm not getting through there. Key for the door, maybe. Oh. Right. Where do we need to go? Right. My gut feeling tells me go right. One more hit and I'm dead. I don't think we're going to do this today, guys. Do you know what? We've worked out that key will likely open that door. I think I'll have to try it another day. I just don't think you're going to get to see it today. I really want to get through... Oh! Well, there it is. I really want to get... I was just going to say, I really want to get through this level because I'm almost dead. I wonder if that's down. I've got to try and find where that door is now. It's through here, isn't it? I'm not going to survive this. just go back to the ship. I do not want to be restarting this level again. I think we're almost running out of time actually. We're coming up to 10 past 8, so I think this is going to have to be the last level. I'm debating whether to try out the door. Yeah, I'll try the door. As soon as we're not going to go on to the next level after this, I'll try the door, see what's behind it, or I'll die trying. No, that's not it. It's down here. Right, I've got to get in there without taking a hit. Door. There we go. Oh, it's an idol. Interesting. Oh! I'm going to run out of air. Hey, he's dead. And off he goes to heaven. Game over. So, I'll have a quick... I can enter my name. Yes, I can type it. I thought I was going to have to use the joystick to go left and right and what have you. Just retro, that'll do. So I don't want to continue. Left and right to skip the continue. Oh, nuts. Now, I didn't want to do that. Let me reload Baggers in Space. I just want to skip through the levels so we can look at the level names. Thank you, Sam M. Well done, Steve, he says. Keys will unlock a door somewhere, yes, yeah. I'm presuming you typed that before I actually realised. It says if you face towards the missile, this is Stephen Malley, if you face towards the missiles and constantly fire, it will clear the path without you getting hit. That probably refers to something I was doing earlier on that I can't remember, but thanks for the tip. I'll try to remember that next time. So yeah, we had Armitage and we looked at Tootanky. I think we finished that. Tootanky. Play on Tutankhamun. Rickadia. Obviously I explained the name of that level. And then we would have been moving on to Arboriana. Hielos. Bango. And Alcatraz. Now I'm pretty sure there are more levels than that, but that's as far as I've got in the game. Yeah, quick look at Alcatraz, and then we're going to come out because I need to move on to the last game of the evening. Oh, the platform game from Fusion Retro Gaming. Alcatraz. Just a quick look at the enemies. Oh, that's interesting. Nice. So again, we're just collecting the ship pieces. What I'll do is I'll get the ship built, we'll get the TNT, have a quick look at the first cabin, then I'm coming out. I can stop whenever I want to, honest. Right, there we go. That's nice, the TNT blows up the enemies as well. There we go. And that's your next level. Complete with funny little aliens. And nothing. Okay, so right. So that was Baggers in Space, and if you want to know more information about that game, check the link in the description for this stream, which after the stream will be a replay video. So let's get on to finding the next game, which is O, which is in the same folder as my next games. Go down to the letter O. O. Okay. So a few words to say about this before I actually launch it. Is Baggers played by Pedro Pascal? He's everywhere else. If there was a TV show or a movie made of it, I'm sure he would play Baggers. Or maybe Baggers would play Baggers. Baggers being Jim Bagley, who was one of the programs on the game. Anyway, what was I saying? We're moving on to O. The game is simply called O. It's a cute platform game that was released in 2025, last year, by Fusion Retro. And again, there's a link in the description to find out more about that. You can purchase it as a physical edition, which I did. Wait until you see what's in here. I love this. And you can purchase it as a digital download, obviously for the Spectrum Next, so you've got to have a Spectrum Next to be able to play this. Now, the first time I came across this game, it was as a single level demo that was released in the lead up to Christmas of 2023, and they said it's a single level demo, free to download, and you basically had to, your little robot character that you control, you had to run around the level collecting Christmas crackers flip a switch to open a door, and then once you've got all the crackers, it opens a gate, and then you complete the level. The twist being that there is a count up timer, so it gives you the time you took at the end of the level. And Fusion Retro set the challenge of whoever could get the best time by Boxing Day that year would win £100 worth of book vouchers for their company website. So I set myself the challenge. I spent an entire evening playing through this game over and over again. I'm going to launch that demo because I want to show you that first before we get into the game. So Christmas next. You'll see the game start, and then the timer will start going up. But I'll just, my little characters here, look. So you can have a listen to the music while I'm jabbering on. Yeah, so I played this over and over and over and over again. I got my time further and further and further down, jumping around, going on all those platforms, collecting the crackers. Long story short, I got it down to 11 seconds. Completed this level in 11 seconds. And in the last few hours of the challenge, somebody else got 11 seconds as well. And I thought, well, you know, maybe both of us will win. And the kind guys at Fusion Retro threw us a bone and gave us £100 worth of vouchers each. So yes, I won £100 worth of book vouchers for that company. And I think I bought 6 or 7 different books with it from their collection. It was awesome. But you know, hats off to those guys for actually honouring both people who got 11 seconds. But before we get into this, I want to show you the case. This is a cassette case. I bought this at Crash Live 2025, the ZX Spectrum show. I did a video about it. You look at my channel, you'll see the video I did walking around Crash Live. I hadn't bought this game yet, and I had a funny feeling that the physical edition was going to be on sale there, so I held out. And sure enough, it comes in different sort of cases and boxes, but this is the one I had to have. It is a cassette case with a plastic housing in it. And let me bring up my camera so that I can see it, then I can show you, I can make absolutely sure that you can see what I'm seeing. That goes inside the cassette case, proper cassette jewel case, that, with an inlay. The SD card is housed in there, and that slots into the cassette case. I mean, that is just pure modern nostalgia. Absolutely love it. Ronnie Simpson designed these. You can find, he doesn't have a company website or anything. He's a one-man operation. He designs and I think he 3D prints these things. But you can order from him, and you can find him on Facebook. I think the best way to find him is through the Fusion Retro, the official Crash Magazine Fusion Retro Facebook group. But I'm gonna stop jabbering now. I'm sure you better find it if you need to. So the files are on the SD card, and I've transferred these files onto the Spectrum Next, onto my system SD card. But you can play the game by literally putting the SD card into the Spectrum Next and booting it up, and away you go. It's like putting a cartridge in a console. So just check I haven't missed any details. Yeah, so the links to get it in the to find out more information about it are in the description. So yeah, let's go for playing a little bit of this game. Bring the comments back up. Okay. So you've got a little man here, little robot. You're supposed to collect all of the crackers, and the timer's counting up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to restart. If you mess up and you want to start again, you've literally got to restart the console, go back into the browser and reload the game. Can you imagine how many times I had to do that on that night when I was trying to complete the challenge to get, to win those books? Get it down to 11 seconds. So collect the crackers. As you're watching this, have a think about how long you think it would take you to get around this level, and whether you'd be able to do it in 11 seconds. There was a lot of repetition that night, I tell you. So we're up here now, we pull the lever, that opens the brown door in the bottom right, which I don't think you can see because I think my telly's in front of it. So that's just opened a brown door in the bottom right. I've fallen all the way down, so I've got to go all the way around again. So as a reminder, this is the single level free demo that was given away by Fusion Retro Books. The full game, which I'll be coming to in a minute, has multiple levels, and you can open doors and go through to different areas and collect different objects and do different things. This is literally just a free demo that you're looking at. So I've opened the door, let's get down here, we'll get that cracker. I fell down again. Can you imagine how frustrating this must have been trying to complete complete this over and over again and just trying to beat your time. Yeah, beat your best time. Ah, I got spiked. Okay. I will complete this for the sake of completion. I'll stop jabbering and just focus on what I'm doing. That might help. Okay, messed that up. Just got that one cracker to get. You can't get through the metal gates until you've collected all the crackers. You do have infinite lives though. But when you lose a life, it puts you back to the start of the level. Which is why, when you're trying to beat the challenge, you have to keep resetting the console. There you go, that's all the crackers. Gate opens, and home we go. 1 minute 46. Try getting that down to 11 seconds. So let's load the full game. Now, Lozo Amiga, let me just load the game. I've got a comment I want to read out here. This is the full game. This is the one that came on the cassette case. So Lozo Amiga has said, has anyone tried emulating the NEX using Jetpac yet? And if so, is it accurate enough? Now I did on my Time Travel TV, what is now my Time Travel TV channel, used to just be called RetroSteveUK, I did a tutorial video on how to emulate the ZX Spectrum NEX. So you can get that working. The downside is that the guy who made it has now put the emulator behind a paywall. I mean, fair enough, he did put the time and energy into making it. So you have to subscribe to his Patreon now to get the emulator. But if you can get the emulator, the tutorial video I did on my Time Travel TV channel, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, you can follow the instructions on there to get Spectrum NEX emulated on a modern computer. So I'm not going to say any more about that, I'll just let you look that up for yourselves. Okay. So this is O from Fusion Retro Games, and I think I've said everything I need to about the game. Other than I think I was going to say you can look at the link in the description of this stream and video to find more information about it. So O, yeah, I wanted to read out just a little bit of story. It says the Fusion Retro Vault has been compromised. Ancient relics stolen by the mysterious O. So O isn't the robot character. O is the villain. We don't know who he is yet. Retrobot must risk 50 peril-filled rooms to bring them home. Dare you face the challenge. There's more details inside, but I'm not going to read through all that. I'm just going to get in and play it. Oh, look at that. Oh, I just broke the case. I'll fix that later. Righty. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a sniffle. So we have here a little intro. Now what I missed just there, Supervisor Retrobot is getting some rest, but suddenly, intruder alert, red alert, whatever you want to call it. I think I can press fire to skip these bits, but I don't want to skip the whole thing, so I'm just going to let it run. The relics, the vault is empty. Catch me if you can, signed O, the mysterious O. There you go. This disappears very quickly, so you can collect things for points, you can get extra lives, extra time, pick things up from memory now, pick weights up and put them on pressure pads, pick up coloured keys to open coloured doors. There you go, that's pretty much all you need to know, apart from the fact you've got left to go left, right to go right, fire to jump. That's all the controls you can play by keyboard. You can use a joystick like the one I'm using here. So I'm going for easy infinite lives, because if I select 5 lives we won't get off the first couple of screens, and I want you guys to see as much of this as possible. I have a lot of fun playing this in infinite lives mode. There's no shame in that, and if you say there is, I disagree. So there's my little man down there, look. Sorry, my little robot. You can see that, oh you can't actually, my telly's in the way. Down the bottom right there's a door with a yellow box on it, so I need a yellow key to open that. We're jumping over the spikes, avoiding enemies, collecting things for points. So this level here, I can't get anywhere else in this level but the bottom left, so I'm going to carry on into the next screen. So I'm in the bottom right now. Again, you can't see me, I think I've put my little television over the top of that. You'll have to use your imagination when my little robot's behind the telly. There's a little jumping man there I can pick up. So far I haven't lost a life yet. It's only a matter of time. Fire to jump, by the way. Up and down to go up and down chains and ladders and things. Right. So I'm trying to collect all these bits and bobs for points as well as I go along, but I don't think that's essential. I think to get 100% completion you need to collect everything. Obviously we're not going to get that tonight. There are different restart points within each level as well. Luckily, I just died next to a restart point, so we've got to watch out for these crushers now. This next one's really tricky. You've got to get really close before you start moving. Timing has to be immaculate. You see how close that was? Luckily, the collision detection is spot on in this. So I've got the choice of going straight over to the top left or straight down and across the chains, which I'm going to do because there's a couple of pickups there. Blue key. That platform disappears. Did you notice that? So it's put me back to that restart point. Got to go through the crushers again. That is so close. Sorry, I was reading the comments. I must learn to multitask on these streams, you know. Okay, so we've got a blue key up in the top left there, where you've got well, the little battery in the top left. That's your lives. That's on infinite at the moment. Where the key is, there's a little blue square in the bottom left. So that means I've picked up a blue key. So if I see a blue door, I can go through that one. Oh, that wasn't good. Not quite sure what happened there. Let's have a look. Now there's a pressure. If I go left, there's a pressure pad in that chamber. So I need to pick up a weight to put on that pressure pad before I do anything else. What if I can jump off this ledge and hit the... Yes. Right, so I'm gonna leave those pickups. No, never mind, let's get pickups. I was thinking if I leave the pickups, we might get to see a bit more of the game on the stream. It's 25 past, so we're coming up sort of to the end really. I might push it a little bit further than the hour today. I'm sort of fairly flexible on that. Oh, those spikes. Now there's a lever, as you saw in the demo. Push down, and it opens something. I didn't actually see what opened there, but something important, I'm sure. Oh no, what it did, it made this platform go up and down. Oh, there's a stone door down there I can't get through, and I think I have to open the pressure pad to get through that stone door. Yeah, I'll usually restrict myself to an hour on these streams, but I think tonight, with the way things have gone, and the fact that we haven't been on this game for very long, I'll push it past. Not sure how long, but when we get to the point where we've seen enough of this game, I'll call it a day. So, I think that's... I don't know if that's a disappearing platform. No, luckily that's not a disappearing platform. Now I don't have the weight, do I? So I'd have to go on here and drop the... Okay, so I've missed something somewhere along the line. There should be a weight to pick up somewhere I've missed. Oh, blue key. There's a blue door in the bottom right. You can't see that on the stream because my little telly's in the way. But I'm now opening a blue door. Yeah, the door's just opened and I'm back in here. We've got a little enemy to jump over. There's the weight. So I went the wrong way there, didn't I? And I'm going to assume it's down to... It's either down to drop the weight or the weight just drops automatically when you hit the pressure pad. One of the two. So now I have to go back up where I came from. Got to time it right as well so I don't jump into one of those robots. Do you know what? Oh, if this game released on Steam or Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, I think they make an absolute killing. I also think this would be a good game to release on the Evercade. You know, the modern Evercades. Oh god, I'm not quite concentrating here at all. Evercade's the console where the company release games on physical cartridges. But they do an Indie Heroes collection where independent games publishers get to put their games on Evercade cartridges, and I think this would be a perfect candidate for that. I'd play this to death on my Evercade arcade machine. Oh dear, where am I now? Bottom right. Come on. I'm saying come on to myself. Getting frustrated with myself, so I'm not concentrating. Sorry about this, it's taken ages. Just get up on here and have a quick look at the comments. Yeah, nothing new there. What I will do, any comments I've missed, I'll have after the stream. I'll pop on and have a look at the comments that have gone past in the past. What I'm talking about. I'll make sure I read all the comments. Is basically what I'm saying. Right, that's the door open. Just got to get down there now. Oh! can't win them all. So how are we doing out there? You happy to carry on for a little bit longer? Must admit, I've gone around this level a few times now. Okay, I should be able to just drop straight down now. The stone door has opened. Oh, no. Yeah, if you want to let me know if you want me to carry on. I've got the comments here in front of me, so if anybody wants me to just stop and call it a day, feel free. Or if you want me to carry on, just say so. I'm just going to carry on regardless anyway. What I need to do is stop jabbering and focus on what I'm doing. Yes. Got it right this time. Quite tricky in places. You can understand why I don't want to play it with just the 5 lives. I just walked straight onto spikes. So we've come down from the bottom right here. Again, I'm saying that because the telly's in the way. It's hard to know where to put your little camera image on these live streams without actually encroaching on the game. So there's a green. I don't know if I can get in for that green key. I need to pull a lever. Ah, yeah. I need to pull a lever to open that door. For now, we need to work our way up on the chains. I've come in at the bottom right again. Work our way up around on the chains to get up to the top right. There's a red key there to collect, and there's a lever to pull, which I'm guessing will open that gate. I'm guessing I know it opens that gate. I've played this a few times before, so I know it opens that gate. I should really try and cut out more time to play this. I've probably put in a grand total of about 2.5 hours on this game so far. But of course, when you reload, it starts from the beginning every time. So you can't sort of save your position or do a save state or anything like that. Right, lever has opened the gate. So I need to go back and get the green key now. Oh, I wanted to get the little ollie bug. Never mind, I missed that. Yes, that's an ollie bug. It's a reference to Crash Magazine from back in the day. That little pickup that I just missed over on the right there. If you know what an ollie bug is, post in the comments. If you don't know what an ollie bug is, post in the comments. And I'll tell you. Or somebody in the comments will tell you. So there's there's a red door up in the top left, so I need to get that red key to get that. So I need to use the green key to go through the green door to get the red key. So I jumped down there because I thought I was going to get squashed. Probably would have done. But all the way around again. Gary Lawless, yes, he doesn't mind if I carry on. I don't mind if I carry on either. Hey, if you don't like it, you can always leave. It's a free country. Well, it is at the moment, anyway. Ooh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Well, at least it put me back over on the left. That's something. Must be a restart point there. Thankfully. Super tricky, this, when you're not focused on what you're doing. Honestly. Oh my god! Oh. I don't know what to say. Okay, focus. Ah, should get on the platform this time. Right. Green key for the green door. Red key. Whoever wrote this game clearly grew up playing Alex Kidd and decided to take revenge on the world. Matthew Wimrod. I mean, it's old school. I mean, it's nice that they give you the infinite lives mode so you can practice. But I think people do spend a lot of time on this game from the posts that I've seen on the Facebook group for the Spectrum Next and Next games. They spend a lot of time playing in 5 lives mode and trying to collect every item in the entire game. You've also got, I forgot to mention, there's a 1 hour time limit as well. We're down to 49 minutes and 48 seconds at the moment. You've got to do the whole thing in an hour. So you imagine you get like this close to the last door or whatever and you run out of time. Can't imagine. Right, so there's a red key that I can get there quite easily. It's quite easily. Watch me fall on the spikes. So I've got my red key. As you can see up in the top left where the key symbol is, there's a little red square now. There's a weight there. I want to get that. Yeah, should be alright for that. Ah, there are spikes there. I keep looking at the microphone when I want to look at the camera. There we go, got the weight. Currently I have a red key. Oh, you've got to time this. You've got the spikes and the robot. Oh, I could have just... Oh, yeah, I was going to say I could have just fallen down, but I couldn't because there was a robot in the way. So we've got the red key so we can get in for the yellow... through the red door for the yellow key. I'm starting to feel like maybe if I complete this screen, I might end the stream, but we'll see how I and see how we feel when I get to that point. Hang on, I've just seen a comment appear. Let's get somewhere safe. Okay. Hi, what's this called? Yeah, this is O. It's a platform game. It's just called O. It's a platform game by Fusion Retro Gaming. And it's on the ZX Spectrum Next. I don't know how much you know about what's going on with this stream, but we're on the Spectrum Next tonight playing some Spectrum Next games. Everything's explained in the description if you want to go and have a look. Okay, so what have I got? I've got a yellow key, which means there's no yellow doors on this, so I need to... Can I get... There's a platform there. I think that just to my left and down there's a platform. I think that starts moving if I do something. But currently I have a yellow key and no yellow... Oh, it says no yellow door. It's down on the bottom right, look. You silly arse. Thank you. Of course you wouldn't have seen that because it's behind my little telly. I've got a feeling this bit's trickier than it looks. We picked up the weight. As you can see, third box along on the top, after where the keys are, there's a little weight symbol which shows that I've picked up a weight. So I've got a pressure pad there that I can drop the weight on. Boink. That, I think, has opened up something in the other screen. I think the platform might be moving. Yes, we have a moving platform. So now I can jump on that platform and get... Oh dear. Pull the lever. That's opened the gateway to the blue key. So what have I got now? I've got no keys at the moment. So I need the blue key to get into that blue door on my left. I've got to say, if you press jump and then move, you just jump straight up and down. That's a little tricky. So there's no sort of jumping up in the air and then moving. You have to be moving when you jump. That makes it a little trickier at times. You've probably seen me jump straight up and down a few times. That's what's happening there. It's just a case of getting used to it. I mean, they could tweak the programming a little bit to change that, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know. Right. Right, blue key. I have blue key. That's a blue door. Lever has done something. I didn't see what that did, I'm going to be honest. Gary Lawless, you just type O in the chat. That's because obviously you're answering that question. What's this called? It looks like something's gone wrong. You've gone O. So the tricky thing about this game, when you try and explain it to people, what's it called? O. It's like an Abbott and Costello sketch. Whenever I write it down, I always put inverted commas around it because if you just put O, it looks like you've missed something out. It's a funny old oh, I'm terrible at this. It's a funny old situation to be in. I don't know. In case you haven't guessed, this being a live stream, sometimes I struggle to think what to say. I'm used to working from scripts. I don't exactly have the gift of the gab, so scripts are the way to go for me with YouTube videos. It's nice to be able to plan it all out beforehand because it helps. I think it sort of helps with the pacing of the videos. So I've got a green key. What's that? So, okay, so I don't know what the green door means. I've obviously missed a little detail somewhere along the line. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way back to the previous screen. Not like that. Or like that. Am I missing something? I've got a green key, there's a green door up there. There's nothing to collect though. So anyway, I'm going to work my way back to the previous screen. Do you know, I don't think I can. I'm not going to get to that platform from here, am I? To the right. And there was nothing through there, was there? The weight's on there. So what am I missing? I'm trying to work out what I'm missing. If I can sort that out, maybe we can think about ending the stream. was kind of hoping it'd put me up in the top left then, but no luck. Go towards the green door. That's what I've been trying to do. Sounds like a Shakin' Stevens song. Alright, green door. What do I do? Press down? Jump? Oh, up! Towards! You mean press up? Thank you, Stephen Malley. Press up. Why did I not know that? Okay, are we back at... Ah, yes. But I must have done that before because I've got further into this game than that. So, hang on, what's the time? It's 8:39, so we're only 9 minutes over, so I'll keep playing for a bit longer. I have no keys at the moment, but I can now get that yellow key that I couldn't reach before because the platform's now moving. That's probably what pressing the lever down did. I told you that bit was challenging earlier on, didn't I? You've got to be so precise. There we go. Right, so straight down onto the platform. Oh, I think that's that's a dissolving platform, so you've got to be careful with that. So the platform's going up and down now. What have I got now? I've got a yellow key and there's a yellow door in the top right. That's the next part of the game. Back through the crushers. I keep wanting to say Wesley, but that would be corny, so I won't say that. Okay, now this is a level we haven't seen. Got a yellow key just underneath there that I cannot reach. Something will make that platform below me move up and down, the power platform. What's to the left? That's back. Oh, to the left is yeah, where I started. Okay, so let's jump across because the spikes tell me that it doesn't want me to get over there. Got a lever to pull. That's made the platform move. Now, where are those spikes? Get the collectibles. Spikes down there, so let's go up this way. Get the little man. There's a yellow door in the bottom right you can't see because of my little telly. Oh, that was close. Well, I like the way the lightning sort of flashes through the windows. Quite nice. Wait a minute, this is the first level, isn't it? So it's just the difference is I've got a moving platform now. So I can get little Mr. Man, and I can get a little key, little yellow key, go through the door on the right. It's not like I've never played it before, you know. Okay, I'm just about to go through the yellow door, which you can't see. I don't think you can see it anyway. And we're in a new level. There's an ollie bug to collect, which I have to go up and over for. Well, maybe I'll play till 10 to 9 or so. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. So another 8 minutes or so, thereabouts. Let's go down here so we can collect that. Jump over that walking monolith. There's a lever I want to pull there. Can't reach the chain from there, so I'm going to have to go under the robot. Hey. Right, I've got to time this right. Okay. Levers open the gate on the top right. This is going to be tricky. What did I tell you? Oh, that's a nice restart point. Cool. That's not the dissolving platforms. I think are blue. Now I was going to say I'm not going to get up there, but there's a chain. Look. So I don't think there's anything else. I can't get underneath, obviously, so I'm going to have to go through this doorway next. There's nothing else to do on this screen. Oh, they would put lasers in, wouldn't they? So I've got to get the timing perfect here. Mind you, I'm an infinite life, so it's not that bad. Hey, first attempt. So into here we've got. Oh, is the way through to the underneath of this level. Yeah, so behind the telly there's just an opening, there's no door there. It's just lasers that can kill me. Ah. Am I going to be able to get that little pickup? Okie dokie. There's got to be a way to do this. That's not it. Oh, you know what? I give up. So there's a couple of lasers here to avoid. They can keep their pickup. There's a Jet Set Willy or Manic Miner style conveyor belt. It's a nice touch. So's that. Pick up. Okay, pick up. Lever has opened the gate. Collapsing platforms. Little man to collect. Red key. So my gut feeling is I'm reaching the point now where I think I want to come to a stop. So I'll get through this screen at some point, I'm sure. So we got there's a red key. Yeah, red key for this red door. Of course, it's a moving platform, isn't it? There you go. Red key. Red door. And I think we'll have a look at the next screen, then I'll call it quits. So there you go. That's where we'd be going if I wasn't about to give up. So let's pop the joystick down. So that is O, the very cute platform game from Fusion Retro Gaming. And I won't say it all again about looking up links and whatever. I've said all that already in the stream. But any details you want about anything we've looked at tonight, you can go to the description of this live stream. Yeah, it's a live stream. This live stream, you can go to the description of this live stream or the description of the video that this live stream will become afterwards. You know what I'm talking about. You know how YouTube works. Live streams become videos you can watch. And I will also be putting chapter markers into the resulting video. So if you want to watch through again or find anything particular, just check them out. Check the chapter markers I'm putting in on the timeline to find the bit you want. So I'll leave this up on screen so you can study that and work out what you would do if you were playing this. I'll have a quick look at the comments before we finish. So we had some good advice tonight. Go towards the green door, towards as in press up. That was pretty much the best advice of the evening. So thank you, Stephen Malley, for that. Sam M really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. I'll a little bit look back on the comments, see if there's any I missed. R.I.P. Oliver Frey. Yes, that was the Ollie bugs that I mentioned. I won't go into the story of Oliver Frey apart from the fact that he used to paint all the covers for Crash magazine, Zap magazine, a lot of the 1980s computer magazines we used to get. I've actually got a book containing a lot of his artwork, which I bought quite a few years before he passed away. But especially now he's passed, there's no way I'd ever let that go. So yeah, you can look up Oliver Frey or Ollie Frey, as he was often known, if you want to know about him. So I think Lozo Omega said something about GitHub, and you can go to GitHub to get, I don't know if he's talking about Zesarux or the other emulator. There's two Spectrum emulators you can use. One is behind a paywall at the moment, behind a Patreon, and the other, I think, as Lozo Omega's pointed out, you can get it onto GitHub. So if you want to try playing these games, it's highly technical getting the emulator working on a computer, but if you've got a technical mind and you're into that sort of thing, I highly recommend it. While I was waiting for my Kickstarter 1 Spectrum Next to turn up, I went and set up emulation. In fact, the tutorial video I did for how to emulate the Spectrum Next on Time Travel TV 5 years ago, that was made before I actually had the Spectrum Next, so that shows you how effective the emulator actually is. But anyway, I've been jabbering too much now. I'm going to call it quits on the stream. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch, as I said, if you want to watch the video afterwards, you can use chapter marks to navigate around. I'm now repeating myself, so I'm just going to say thank you very much. I will be looking at the live chat for a little while after I come off the stream. Thank you and good night, I guess. Don't know what else to say. I'll see you in about a month's time for another stream, and in the meantime I'll be putting out the usual videos each week on a Thursday on the retrospectives. Can't find the right button. Bye!